Hey, what's going on, guys? It's No Shoes, and we're back with another K-Rino Friday, and today we're going to be reacting to the Maven. This was suggested by God King, so thank you, God King, for the suggestion. Keep them coming in the comments down below, guys. I really do appreciate them. Let me know what y'all want to see for the next K-Rino Friday. Make sure you guys hit like and subscribe if you want to keep seeing these videos on the channel. But without any further ado, let's get right into this. Let's see what K has to say. Let's see what the Maven is all about. Let's get it. Oh, hold up. We gotta turn this way up. Alright. We got the battle music starting. I can feel the cinematic. I don't know. These are always crazy. Let's see.
Tonight, on Lyrical Masterpiece Theater, I will be reading one of my great works.
Yo, Lyrical Masterpiece Theater really fits well into the syllables of Mystery Science Theater. That's interesting. I wonder if that was part of the inspiration.
I will be reading one of my great works, The Maven, The Maven, The Maven, The Maven, The Maven, The
Maven. Yo, what an epic beginning, man. Whatever tale he's about to tell, this is gonna be something crazy. Yo. We got this like crazy synth just going insane up in the top, and then there's these low horns coming in the bottom every so often. This is a beautiful beat.
After years of mindless content and frivolous crap, a man became dissatisfied with the condition of rap. The powers dumbed the lyrics down and made the listeners adapt. Soon his mental play became a blinding mist on the map, but his vision was never.
So, the man's tired. He's tired of what he's seen happen to rap. It's been dumbed down, watered down. The audience had to adapt and start having to enjoy this much worse version of the music that he loves. But why? When? How? Let's see.
Was never phased because his eyes.
Bring it back a little further.
Condition of rap, the powers dumbed the lyrics down and made the listeners adapt. Soon his mental play became a blinding mist on the map, but his vision was never phased because his eyes had been raised. Over time he came of age and then grew wise in his ways. He reflected on the great artist and summoned the gall. Then he envisioned hearing one writer who encompassed them all. To overcome this ignorance, nothing was.
Okay, interesting. I feel like we getting a story about K almost from like a third person perspective. The writer that could encompass all of the greats. The chosen one, if you will. Let's see where this goes.
Encompassed them all. To overcome this ignorance, nothing was stalled in his thirst. He spent hours collecting, reading, studying all of their works. Traveled all over the planet where great thoughts were bestowed. Sat with preceptors and sages from all parts of the globe. Read relentlessly for weeks before deciding to speak.
That's facts, man. Just studying, taking in all the works of the great, listening, reading, doing your time, gaining all that knowledge. The journey, the come up.
Of the globe, read relentlessly for weeks before deciding to speak. He mastered every vocal tone and every writing technique, a scholarly product with a self-made prodigy conscious. He memorized past, present, and future bodies of knowledge, organized it, knowing the solution soon.
I like that. Memorized past, present, and future bodies of knowledge. Fully omnipotent, knows everything that's gonna happen. Bro, what where do we go from here? It's you're already God. What's gonna happen?
He memorized past, present, and future bodies of knowledge. Organized it, knowing the solution soon to be born. His next step compiled it all into a humanly form. Though he was eloquent and delivered words with intricate timing and possessed lyrical skill, he had no interest in rhyming. So he ventured down to his lab, which
Interesting. Let's bring that back a little bit. The no interest in rhyming bar is what really intrigues me out of all that.
solution soon to be born. His next step compiled it all into a humanly form. Though he was eloquent and delivered words with intricate timing and possessed lyrical skill, he had no interest in rhyming. So he ventured down to his lab, which had been his escape. And after working for 20 days straight, an image was shaped. He deposited all his wisdom, every infinite trait. And when he finished, he rendered what he had invented was great. His creation.
This is interesting. It reminds me of The Wizard, and when K had his special bike and he had to go into the underground lab, and there was that dude down there that was helping him out. I can't remember what that guy's name was exactly, but he was the one like making the bikes and getting K the crazy technology to go around the universe and whatnot. Maybe this is a little prequel to the Sorcerer Saga.
After working for 20 days straight, an image was shaped. He deposited all his wisdom, every infinite trait. And when he finished, he rendered what he had invented was great. His creation laid on the gurney. Once summoned, it rose and instantly began to compose the most dominant flows. Every hour of the day, a different.
Instantly began to compose the most dominant flows. Fire bar, bruh. I love this.
Began to compose the most dominant flows. Every hour of the day, a different style he created. And when he spoke, every man, woman, and child could relate. Just when it seemed the population might be hurled to its grave, the man smiled because he thought now that the world would be saved. And soon the sky is where the mental surface would be. He had successfully manufactured the perfect MC. The intellect that passed through his brain, the masses.
This is dope, man. We getting almost like a Frankenstein story of this master MC being created incarnate by this genius wordsmith who's been studying language and just all knowledge of all time forever. And like what is happening? And so now we're at the point. We got the perfect MC. They've been created. But what's gonna happen? Where are we gonna go from here?
Obtained, and within days the nature of the game had drastically changed through his sovereign will. Deep marvelous thoughts were revealed, and those who held on to the madness got slaughtered with skill. Lyrical prototype who wrote words for the love, not wages, and the greatness of his rap pages would pass through the ages. The motivation.
I love that. Who wrote for the love, not wages. Absolutely, man. You gotta love the music. If you're doing it for the money, I'd rather hear somebody else do it. Of course, we all want the money. We all try and make a living, but you gotta love it first. Then you can make your money. That's fine.
Love, not wages, and the greatness of his rap pages would pass through the ages. The motivation to make meaningful songs was contagious. Each writer evolved daily through his creative stages. The negative ideologies of life were uprooted. The first 365-day cycle.
Yo, that piano is vicious. Boom, 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 boom. I love the feel of it. This song is like just heavy and thick. You can feel the weight of it.
The negative ideologies of life were uprooted. The first 365-day cycle concluded. But on the 366th day, it was strange. The creation the man had brought to life was starting to change. Accolades under his name and international.
Interesting. So, this perfect rapper, he's been alive for a year, and he's revolutionized music completely. It's different than anybody would have ever imagined. But now, a year and a day, what's happened? Where's the change coming from? What happened to him?
day it was strange. The creation the man had brought to life was starting to change. Accolades under his name and international fame, until totally uncontrollable he slowly became. Intoxicated by his own flame, so arrogance reigned. The insane notion of world dominance mastered his brain. Exploitation of the game through the...
Okay, so our god level omnipotent perfect rapper has become inflated with his fame. The ego has risen. He's tired of it, man. He wants his recognition. He wants people to realize, look, I'm the best, y'all. There ain't nobody out here that can stand with me on the stage. Let's see what happens. I don't know. This is like, we might have a showdown coming. We gonna find out.
Dominance mastered his brain, exploitation of the game through the skill that he used. He had evolved into the same thing he was built to remove. Trained and ingrained in his memory was unmatchable ability, natural skill indeed, but he was lacking in humility. The builder watched his dream disappear.
Fire bars. I love the concept of this because it reminds me of a Friedrich Nietzsche quote where he talks about, you know, basically, if you go out looking to slaughter monsters and demons and fight all the evil in the world, watch out, because you just might become the evil that you sought to destroy. And it's a very interesting concept, kind of just like a food for thought thing to keep yourself accountable when you go out trying to fix things and do whatever. But I feel like we get a pretty clear relation from that to here. This man, he was brought to create a better rap, to destroy the bad rap, but now he's become part of the problem.
Natural ability, natural skill indeed, but he was lacking in humility. The builder watched his dream disappearing in haste. With tears in his face, his creation was clearly a waste. The mistake that he made in making a rapper of that caliber, he focused on talent and knowledge, but added no character. Now it's racking the streets with a savage mystique.
I love that. Added no character. Didn't add in any humility, any, you know, struggles or anything. You just created someone all powerful that didn't know problems, didn't know work. They were just born into it. This is cool.
Character. Now it's racking the streets with a savage mystique. Deadly havoc he wreaked with every paragraph he would speak. So the man searched traveling roads, famished and cold, looking for a mechanical load in tyrannical mode. Since he designed him, he felt it mandatory to find him. The goal was to catch him, deactivate, then realign him. As he searched and explored, he saw things were worse than before. Heard a murderous roar, followed up by verses of war. He ran up to a door where...
Yo, a murderous, what do you say? I lost that one word.
Designed him, he felt it mandatory to find him. The goal was to catch him, deactivate, then realign him. As he searched and explored, he saw things were worse than before. Heard a murderous roar, followed up by...
Murderous roar, followed by verses of war. Bro, fire bars, great compound rhymes. Whole track clean all the way down up until this point at the very least. And now we're coming to that showdown. The creator, the inventor is out here looking to find his creation, trying to shut him down, realign him, bring him back to the purpose which he was created to serve. But will he be able to? Or will he just have to destroy his creation?
Verses of war, he ran up to a door where a stranger took him the key. Once inside, a voice straight ahead said, "Looking for me." And there he was, with a smile as if he liked that he found him. His mic was astounding, plus he had disciples around him. As the man approached, he heard these three words: "I dare you." He said, "You're not yourself. Come back to the lab, I'll repair you. I can't have you killing rap, so come with me, I implore it." He said, "Your existence versus mine, I'll battle you for it." He thought and said,
"Okay, here's where the showdown comes. The inventor against, I don't know, the Maven. Maybe if the Maven is the rapper, the inventor is the guy who made him. I don't know. I guess we'll find out at some point by the end of this track who's who. or let me know in the comments down below if we never find out and you got your own interpretation. But this is where it's coming, man. The battle for existence, the fight for life. Who's gonna win?
Come back to the lab, I'll repair you. I can't have you killing rap, so come with me, I implore it. He said, your existence versus mine, I'll battle you for it. He thought and said, oh, no, I want no parts of a flow. Why would you turn against the man who taught you all that you know? That's when he laughed and said, I'm the one that you should kneel to. He said, you stupid fool, you didn't build me, I built you. Programmed you to be like me, I propelled this confusion. Every detail of our history's a spell, a delusion. When I tried to teach you my plans, you rebelled on the movement. So I banished you and held you in a hellish seclusion. My crazy...
Okay, so K really been liking these twist endings, man. We can't just have a story that's so apparently the god rapper that has been created was actually not created. He was the one who studied, and then he created someone else, and they deluded themselves and thought they were the inventor of him, and now they're but what's even true? We're listening to some omnipotent, manipulative, like, rapper attempting to destroy rap. This is blowing my mind. Oh, God.
On the movement, so I banished you and held you in a hellish seclusion. My craziest deeds, you were just unable to heed. So the idea that you created me, I made you believe. The man said I worked on this for years. It's lies that you speak. He said I made it to appear years. It's only been weeks. I'm the architect of you, and every bar that was formed. Raise your right sleeve. I'm sure you've seen that scar on your arm. How I assembled you is too complex to try to describe. But if you peel that scar, you'll notice several wires inside. You are my greatest masterpiece.
Yo, I can't keep track anymore, man. I don't know what is happening. One of them's a robot. That much is clear. I can't really keep track of who is talking to who, and that's something that I think K improved a lot on his latter tracks. When he had two people talking, he would change the production on, or the mix on his voice a lot of the times, lowering it slightly, moving it up, maybe changing the flow to denote different people. So I'm a little mixed up right now, especially because of that twist, and now I got no idea. Like, I don't know who invented who. I'm hearing everything from the song, man. Like, but we'll find out. Let's keep it going.
Made it to appear years, it's only been weeks. I'm the architect of you, and every bar that was formed. Raise your right sleeve, I'm sure you've seen that scar on your arm. How I assembled you is too complex to try to describe. But if you peel that scar, you'll notice several wires inside. You are my greatest masterpiece, top of the line of my clones. But I developed you so well, you gained a mind of your own and started spreading conscious thought, east, west, south to the north. So I drew you out of solitude to finish you off. And though it's definite, you possess several lyrical elements. You're scared of it.
Okay, interesting. I think this is the one that we thought was created, at least at the beginning. Talking right now, and he's saying, look, you got wires in you. You were so well made that you got a mind of your own, and you started opposing me and spreading conscious thought, and I had to draw you out. And it sounds like this was a trap, and that the guy we thought was the inventor was supposed to go find him, and he's been prepared. The invention for, that's what we'll call it for now. I don't know, man.
I drew you out of solitude to finish you off. And though it's definite, you possess several lyrical elements. You're scared of expressing it, that's why you're vocally hesitant. Discouraged, the man dropped his head and said it's no use. Looked at the wires in his arm and slowly pulled them loose. Then both good and bad ideologies mentally flash. The conscious forces and the wicked forces instantly clash. And everybody in the room vaporized in a flame. Till eventually the two men were all who remain. The anarchy that ensued.
Okay, so everybody was just incinerated, gone, destroyed in a flash. What? Now we got the two men standing there. This is giving me a real similar vibe to that track Duality, which is one of the tracks that I was referring to earlier, talking about these tracks where he has two different characters, the two different selves clashing with each other, battling each other for dominance, which one gets to be the master and which one gets to stay subconscious. It's a very interesting concept. Let's go.
Actually, the two men were all who remain. The anarchy that ensued caused the world to divide. And the followers of both sides began to collide. And then the ceiling opened up and they both looked in the sky. There they saw the giant silhouette of a much bigger guy. He commanded everything to stop and nobody moved. He said this war is over right now and both of you lose. You lose because you took the talent that you possessed and got obsessed with power and used it to conquer the rest. So you were blessed with the best.
So interesting. So now we got a third guy. Now we got, I don't know, we'll call this one God for no other reason than because we can. And he's bust through the ceiling. I don't know where they are, and he's going, stop fighting, y'all. This ain't worth it. And now he's like scolding and scorning scolding both of them. This is super interesting, but I'm getting more lost by the second towards the end here. So I'm really looking for like a nice clean wrap up, and I think that's what we're getting.
And both of you lose. You lose because you took the talent that you possessed and got obsessed with power and used it to conquer the rest. So you were blessed with the best, given the lyrical rod. You didn't build this man, that was a deceptive facade. The other man said, I knew it, but sir, how did I lose? The giant said you had the skill to challenge, but you refused. He said, I came to fix him back, so this fight I'd avoid. He said some
Interesting. So the guy loses because he had the ability to battle him, but he refused to use the power that he had. So we're getting these two contrasting people, one that fully embraced and took advantage of their power, and one that turned away from their power and tried to leave it behind. And neither one was successful because of their extreme approaches instead of narrowing it down and just kind of going in the middle, using some of your power and also being somewhat humble in combination. This is very like, it's such a large story. I wish I could read it or like watch a movie of this. I know I've said that so many times already. I'm gonna keep saying it. This is crazy.
Back, so this fight I'd avoid. He said some things can never be fixed, they must be destroyed. And though you tried to reason with him, don't believe you succeeded. Many were lost because they didn't have the wisdom they needed. So you deleted all your hard work, your moment was here. But you failed because your power wasn't strong as your fear. This test is completed. They said, who are you? Then I spoke and said, my name is K-Rino, and I created you both.
Bro. Insanity. Jesus Christ, bro. That is one of the craziest things I have ever heard in my life. And then with the third guy being K-Rino, it adds up. I like to think of this as a story that was happening inside of K's head. You know, we got the angel and the devil both conflicting with each other, trying to pull you in one direction or the other. The angel trying to fix the devil trying to corrupt the angel. But at the end, everybody lost because nobody really did anything. But that was crazy. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. Thank you again to God King for the suggestion. Keep those coming as well. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, and hit that bell if you want to see more K-Rino every Friday, in addition to all the other videos we got coming throughout the week. Much love to everybody in the No Shoes gang, and I will see you all next time.